Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number KIT12-1.25 XHD-630. This is it's a KIT12. It's a Type 12 XHD mounting kit. So if you ordered a pull handle with a Type 12 XHD, where your pull diameter was 1.25 inches in a stainless finish, this is the mounting package for it. So what you're going to get are two of these discs. Obviously that's your decorative exposed side, the underside. You'll notice those two little black dots. Well, those are holes to get the spanner wrench into so that you can loosen and tighten. You're going to get a couple of pieces of the XHD size threaded rod, and that's 3/8 of an inch. So a Kit 12 would be 1/4 20. A Kit 12 HD would be 5/16 18. A Kit 12 XHD would be 3/8 16. 5/16 18 is what I hope to say. 1/4 20, 5/16 18, and then 3/8 16. Three different sizes. And that's the heaviest duty through bolt that you're going to get in terms of diameter of the bolt. This is the Type 12, which means it's a decorative cap on the outside rather than a flathead machine bolt with a finish washer. This is going to come prepped and ready for an 1.75 inch thick door. It's a lot of length on there, but that would be typical for for an XHD mount. So 3/8. If you have need for a custom length on the bolt, meaning you have an unusual door thickness, indicate that door thickness in the comment field so that we can send out the rod at the proper length. Don't tell us how long the rod is to be, just tell us how thick the door is and they'll do the rest. The diameter of the decorative cap is 1.25 inches, and the thickness of the cap is 3/8. This is 630 stainless steel. Stainless is going to be very marginally magnetic when it's been machined. Very marginally magnetic. It's been obviously drilled and tapped for that bolt to ride inside of there. There is a spanner wrench from Rockwood, and I'm going to show you a link to that. Actually, let's switch to the screen view now where we can take a look at the supporting information. Okay, so here's the supporting information for the item that we're looking at. This is a KIT12-1.25, and this would be appropriate for those pulls that are 1.25 inch diameter. You can do 1.5 inch diameter as well. The Type 12 XHD for 1.25 inch diameter pulls. It's going to include two 3/8 16, 2.25 inch decorative through bolts. Okay, that's what they are. The 2.25 is because you'll have a 1/2 inch longer bolt length when compared to the actual door thickness. And again, 1.25 inch diameter on the decorative disc. And this is a Type 12 XHD mount type. Wood or metal doors, any doors really. Stainless steel, satin stainless steel. The Rockwood mounting options sheet that's here is very handy because it will give you an overview of what different mount types look like from Rockwood. Obviously here's our Type 12. So the Kit 12 XHD, and then you define the diameter of the pull, okay, and then the finish. That's what you're getting right there. Other pull types are described here. The next document is going to get us to the product catalog, and this document will show you the kitted forms of complete bolt packages. So once you know what mount type you're doing, a Type 5 or a Type 1, or in our case a Type 12, you can look at the Kit 12. You can see that in an XHD, they've got it for 1.25 and 1.5 inch diameter. And the difference there, of course, is, again, the diameter of the decorative cap that's on the outside. You can see the rest of the mount types defined here, so you can determine what bolt package you need. And I would tell you that if you're doing pull handles on a new installation, specify the thickest bolt that you can, because if the door is going to receive any volume, any sort of use, actual volume in use, you will be very happy that you didn't go with the smallest diameter bolt. We sell a bushel load of those replacement quarter 20 bolts all the time. Not so much on the thicker bolts. Not only because they're thicker, obviously, but you just sell less of them. But these standard bolts from the factory, they're not grade 9 or grade 5. They're not any sort of high strength sort of material. It's just typical mild steel that this material is made from. So always upgrade your pull handles to the greatest diameter bolt possible. 5/16 18 might be the thickest that your pull handles can take, but you get into many pull handles that are 1 1/4 or 1.5 inch diameter, and they will accept the XHD size, which again is 5/16 18. Okay. Then we've got a link to the manufacturer's page as seen here. And from this page is where you're going to be able to review not only all of the Rockwood products, of course, that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to their full product catalog for their standard core line of trim and auxiliary hardware, which pull handles are a very common and center stage sort of spotlight product line. They also have their architectural door pull catalog, which will be very much related to this KIT12 XHD that we're looking at. This is 100+ pages of customized door pulls that can be ordered. And if you're looking for something unique, something that will stand out for your project, think of Rockwood and her sister companies, McKinney, Sargent, Yale, Corbin Russwin, Hess, Adams Wright, on and on and on. I don't know how many scores of companies are under the ASA Abloy umbrella, but it's everywhere from cabinet hardware up to incredibly high security cylinders, both mechanical and electronic. Really great catalog for custom pulls, so be mindful to check that out. Okay. A little video here on one reason why I very much prefer Rockwood as a manufacturer. Suffice it to say that I draw on them as my go-to company when I have items that I really can't, in my opinion, trust anyone else to do. Very, very rare that Rockwood cannot manufacture something that I have asked them to be able to manufacture. And those times that they can't, it's just really a limitation of their machines and their machining capability. But outside of that, they are a tremendous company. Let's wrap up this video on camera. Now, in conclusion, the name Rockwood is synonymous with very high quality trim and auxiliary material. These bolts, I don't know where they're going. The client's address doesn't indicate if it's a place of business, a lock shop, if they're an end user, whatever the case is. But they clearly have some heavy-duty pull handles that buying replacement bolt packages are likely from a substantial amount of abuse. Or often what happens is someone orders a Type 1, and a Type 1 is just a flathead bolt with a finish washer. And someone might walk up to the door and say, I don't want to see a number 3 Phillips drive on the screw of this. And they will order the Type 12 because it's decorative. It's a little more pleasing to the eye, I would argue, that you have a decorative cap there rather than a bolt head that does project off the face of the door. Even though it's in a finish washer, so it's finished off in its look, you can still see the number 3 Phillips. If you have any questions on the KIT12 XHD-1.25 and a 630 finish, and obviously they can do that in any finish necessary to match the pull hardware, brass-based material, bronze-based material, stainless, polished and satin, etc., please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.